Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Maxandjuancast Draft Prospect Series. Max, how you feeling today, my brother?
Doing good, man. I feel like we're gonna have a really good one this time. This is like one of our favorite position groups. Always have disagreements.
Yeah, this is fun though. I love it. The Raiders got the 7th pick in the draft, and
How will they mess it up?
I have a weird feeling they might take one of these guys. Okay, that's just my gut feeling. But welcome to the channel, guys. All right, this is our top 5 draft prospect series for the 2023 prospects. Make sure to join us for the NFL draft, man. We're gonna go live streaming. Okay, the whole first round, all 32 picks, raw reactions, all that good stuff. Are you ready, Max?
I'm very ready. We got 2 first-round picks.
Yeah. So we combined DBs because there's barely any safeties in this draft.
In our opinion,
absolutely.
Sure,
right.
we'll be wrong about one.
Well, pretty sure. I'm pretty bad with safeties, honestly. I have a bad track record for the pod.
You'd be finding some weird ones.
Yeah, but I do have one safety. Spoiler alert.
I do
and
too.
I think you do too.
Yeah.
So we'll see who it is. But last year we had Sauce Gardner. We had
Derek Stingley Jr.
Derek Stingley. Man, anyone close to that?
I think one guy could be that. Yeah. And I talked to you about this earlier, and you alluded to it in another video. I said, "Do you think there's anyone as good as Stingley or Sauce?" And you go, I would say no.
Yeah.
And I said, "Do you still think Stingley can be better than Sauce?" And you go, "Yeah, I think that." So, yeah, I think it's going to be a little tight on just who's going to be like that number one corner. Is there I think there's guys in those guys' tiers, but we're going to have to see
Yeah.
I mean, we were wrong about guys last year, for instance, Tariq Woolen. Didn't talk about him and stuff, and he was really freaking good.
Yeah. Same thing with the edge classes this year. A lot of cornerbacks.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
DBs, man.
There's guys
everywhere.
There's guys at 6 and 7. I'm like really like
I think there's at least 15 to 10 cornerbacks in this class. I wouldn't be surprised if they're still in the NFL 7-8 years from now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. There's pedigree. There's sons of players. There's guys who've kind of 1-year wonders. Guys we've known have been good since they stepped on the field.
Yeah.
So Juan, I will start this time. Can I give you my list?
Go ahead.
My top 5 DBs: 1, Christian Gonzalez from Oregon; 2, Devon Witherspoon from Illinois; 3, Kelee Ringo, Georgia; 4, my only safety, Brian Branch; 5, Joey Porter Jr. from Penn State.
Wow. So you got Gonzalez,
Witherspoon, Ringo, Brian Branch, and then Joey Porter Jr.
Wow. All right. My list consists of Devon Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez, Brian Branch, Kelee Ringo, and DJ Turner. That 5th spot was hard, man. I was torn between 2 guys. It was either him or Cam Smith. And I know probably people are not that big of a fan of Cam Smith, but I was. But couldn't pass up on DJ Turner. Freak athlete, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and start at the top. I got Devon Witherspoon, and you got Christian Gonzalez.
So make your case for why he's the best corner.
Look, man.
I'm going to poke holes in yours, and you can poke holes in mine.
5'11", 181.
That's what a top corner looks like, right?
Exactly. Versatility. I think if you want a guy that can get one of these Hunter Renfrow guys, short area quickness, and you need a guy that has some fast feet, quick, very fast and quick in short area situations, he has it. And I think this is where he can be very special. He's a violent player. It's the best way to explain him. You watch film on him, you watch Illinois, you're going to find out who Devon Witherspoon is really quick. He's going to have a violent tackle. He's going to maybe put someone on the fucking floor from pressing him so fucking hard. And you're going to notice him. Heavy hands, heavy jabber. His hands, when it comes to press, I would say it's probably a little bit better than Sauce Gardner coming out. And Sauce Gardner was a hell of a presser. Football IQ, outstanding. You can tell that he gets zones. He breaks on balls. He fills guys behind him. Like, watching the linebackers, it's kind of funny because I watch the linebackers after the corners, and I see them in zone coverage, and it's like, you know how like the good players know, like, oh, this guy's coming right here, but I know this guy's coming backside. Let me go ahead and drift off. He has that. He gets zone coverage. And closing speed. I remember, you know, who's a guy who he reminds me of with closing speed, and he's one of your favorites. You had him on the list. I didn't that year. Paulson Adebo. Remember your boy. That's who he kind of reminded me of on tape as far as college-wise, as just that closing speed. Fucking deadly.
You know, Juan, I don't think he has the greatest top-end speed. I'm not really going to talk about my pros because Juan pretty much hit them all, so I'm going to be the devil's advocate. He's small, you know, 5'11", 180 pounds. He's light. Doesn't have great length to play press, even though he's really good at press. And the big con for me is he's way too aggressive at times. It bites him in the ass, whether it's a double move. There was a play against Michigan where he's kind of on an island, but he sold out so hard against the flat, he let the guy just go right over the top of him. Yeah. So, you know, one thing, I don't think you said it enough, this guy tackles like a safety. He's like, I don't want to just tackle you, I want to kill you. And the thing that worries me is, like, is he going to get hurt? Because right now, what is he? He's hurt. Can't participate in the Pro Day at Illinois. Can't participate at the Combine. If I saw him run, he put some of my questions to bed. Yeah. But, you know, this guy, to me, I think he's going to be primarily a slot guy in the NFL. He reminded me a little bit of Mike Hilton, just from the role I could see him playing. Because Mike Hilton's like that really good slot guy that's aggressive. Remember against Tennessee, he's jumping bubble screens, getting picks. This guy is really freaking good. Has been number 2. So those are my questions, and that's why I don't have him. He had more questions and more serious questions than Christian Gonzalez did, who's my number 1.
I get you.
Because I know I just said negative stuff, but
yeah.
He's my number 2.
Yeah.
I'm only poking holes just because we're only doing this in case of 1 and 2.
Exactly. No, I get you.
He did get the ability to kind of avoid playing some of the top end guys.
I was just gonna mention that.
He missed out on saying Marvin Harrison. I didn't see him play Marvin Harrison.
Right. And you know what? Marvin Harrison embarrassed a lot of people, like your boy.
Kelee Ringo. And Christian Gonzalez, let's just say this, Oregon, the team isn't the same. And, you know, Christian Gonzalez, that was his big thing. Yeah. He's not that physical. I think this is the opposite of the spectrum of Devon Witherspoon's too physical. Christian Gonzalez, not physical enough.
Yeah. Very two different players here.
Very much. But this guy's 6'2", he's 200 pounds, and this guy's smooth. Yeah. Real smooth.
Yeah. And it's funny that you bring up the competition with Devon Witherspoon. It was so bad at times, like the guys that he was playing, as small as he is, Max, he was putting dudes on the ground with his press.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen in the pros.
No, like, you're not going to press DK Metcalf.
But to me, Max, I feel like a slot corner is very undervalued on the outside premises of the NFL fans community. I don't think people realize how important a slot corner is. I know you do. I know I do. But I don't think people talk about it enough. Everyone's trying to look for the 6'2", Derek Stingley, Sauce Gardner. Oh, my God, the length, the height. You know what? I think I see a lot more guys in the NFL that are similar to Jamar Chase body type than, let's say, a Mike Evans, Julio Jones. I think a lot more guys in the NFL are looking more like that nowadays. So I have a lot more confidence in Devon Witherspoon and succeeding on the outside. Does it scare me? Yes, it does. But worst comes to worst, Max, I wrote down, he's going to be a bona fide slot corner, and I'm not going to blink an eye. And I don't have a problem picking him outside the top 5 for a really, really good slot corner. Because he's going to do more than cover. He's going to
you play a team like the Niners, and you're like, hey, we need you to tackle this week. He's going to be I trust him more in that than Christian Gonzalez. But I always say, I'm not drafting a corner in the top 10 because I want him to be the best tackler on my team. I want this guy to shut down the receivers. This is the 1980s. Hey, teams are passing more than they're running the ball now.
Yeah.
So Christian Gonzalez, I'm going to make my case.
Who was your comp for Devon
You
Witherspoon.
said remind me of Mike Hilton.
Mike Hilton?
Bigger Mike Hilton. Much bigger.
So if he plays on the outside,
You said Paulson Adebo.
No.
Oh,
I said for closing speed, he reminds me of that. But
physicality too.
yeah, for on the outside, Casey Hayward.
What about Rocky Sin a little bit? Smaller Rocky Sin. Because they're so physical, these guys. Rocky Sin's a physical wrestler. Who's bigger. Much bigger.
He is just so much better than Rocky Sin. That's just, a guy that I have in the slot for him that plays like him, and I watch him very closely, Nate Hobbs. He plays like Nate Hobbs. Because Nate Hobbs is super aggressive, and it's just funny that they both went to Illinois. It's hilarious because they're teammates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's my Devon Witherspoon comp. Let's go ahead and switch over to Christian Gonzalez because I know you're dying to talk.
I'm going to make my case. So this guy, he's big. He's 6'1", ideal for a corner. Good weight. He's not a munchkin. Got good length. 4.38 40. Got the top end speed, and it shows up on film. Yeah. You don't see this guy get run by really. Yeah, he showed against Georgia, but after that, lights out. Nobody beat this guy.
And you know what? It's not a huge deal that he got done up by Ohio State, or Georgia. You know what I mean?
Top of the line programs.
Exactly, and there were great receivers doing it.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy's smooth in transitions. Doesn't really waste a lot of steps. If you throw it and you're like a step behind, he's going to close that speed. He's got really good closing speed. Ball skills. Even though he's 6'1", he's not the agility freak that Devon Witherspoon is, because Devon Witherspoon's 5'11". He's more made for that. He's got really good agility for that. Other than that, dude, I didn't have any concerns. Really, maybe 1 year wonder, tackling. I don't care. I'm not asking this guy to. It's more important for a slot corner to tackle than an outside corner.
It's just more important if you're a small guy.
Correct.
Like, what are you going to bring to the table?
He's just so good at mirroring receivers. He's always in their hip pocket, always in great position.
I think he's just smooth.
He's a smooth
athlete.
Guy. This is my comp. He's a bigger Denzel Ward. Just smooth. He just runs with guys. He's in their hip pocket. He's better in man than in zone, in my opinion. But, Oregon, you're not really looking at them for a team that's like, ooh, look at that defensive back. Look at that defensive scheme. Very college-y, Oregon.
Yeah. I had to write down, because it was on film, and it did look bad. Bad ball skills. But
I don't think the ball skills are that bad.
As the time went on, they got better that season. Because it was early in the season when he got done up like that. You were like, why aren't you
He was getting his head around a little late, and he got better at it. And he's young.
He got a lot better, because it didn't happen again.
Yeah, he's 20 years old, too. Sophomore coming out. 1 year wonder, but, I'm not. That doesn't worry me, dude.
Yeah,
that doesn't worry me.
One thing that worries me a little bit, I know he's really fast, but on film, I didn't really see the recovery speed.
I disagree. I saw it in instances, but there's never really a time where he's like so far behind that he has to really kick it into gear because he's always on these guys' asses. Yeah. I really like him. Bigger Denzel Ward. I think there's less concerns about Gonzalez than Witherspoon.
Yeah. If you want your prototypical big guy, 6'1", 197,
this is the guy who matches up with the Tyreek Hills, with the Jamar Chases, and he can hold his own against the bigger guys like Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Where Devon Witherspoon initially is just always going to be at a mismatch against the 6'3" and 6'4" guys.
And let's go ahead and bring it up because we're probably going to bring it up with your number 5 guy. He comes from a family of athletes. His mom,
big athlete,
dad, athlete.
Love the pedigree.
Yeah, so great pedigree with Christian Gonzalez, man. My comp for him, Vontae Davis.
Ooh, I like that. I don't think he's got the press ability Vontae has right now.
He can definitely fit into it though, because like you said,
got good length,
and he's a 1 year wonder, so that means he has a lot of
room to grow.
Exactly,
length is good.
But look, I think I'm gonna say the same as you're thinking right now. Like just because I have Christian Gonzalez 2 and you have him 1 and I have Devon Witherspoon.
Really like I think these guys are in their own class.
So fucking great.
They're in their own class in my opinion.
Exactly. This is where the tier.
I totally get what you see in Devon Witherspoon. It's just not my cup of tea. It's more yours. Yeah.
And I just want to end it with I love Christian Gonzalez, man. I think he's gonna be a hell of a player. And you pick him in the top 10. I'm doing backflips if the fucking Raiders draft him. I would love Devon Witherspoon or Christian Gonzalez. That's who I want the Raiders to draft. I know the Jalen Carter stuff is a little bit weird with them, but I think the Raiders haven't had a great corner since Nnamdi. And
great.
I am so sick and tired of it. And whoever the guy is, I just hope it's one of them two.
Okay, so if I remember your list correctly, you had Brian Branch at 3, Kelee Ringo at 4.
Yeah.
I have it flip-flopped. Would you like to make your case?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go Brian Branch. So I have him at 3. Out of Alabama, this is a safety, guys. Welcome to the list, safeties.
Alabama seems to have this guy every 2 years or something. It's like super football IQ. Hey, we need him to play the slot a little bit. Yeah. Hey, we need you to play man. We need you to play zone. Hey, can you tackle their guy? We can do that. This is Aminka, Xavier McKinney, Darian Thompson when he was there, Deontay Thompson.
Yeah.
They always get this. They always get these guys in Bama.
6 foot, 193. Some of the pros for him, hard hitter. I think he's the hardest hitter in this draft. Harder than Devon Witherspoon.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, just because Devon Witherspoon closes that speed and it looks big, I think you're filling in a little bit more from Brian Branch because he's a little bit bigger. I put right here, he's like a fucking spider monkey, man. Like, he is fucking everywhere, dog. He is everywhere. And anticipation like crazy. Like, he sees stuff before it happens. He is on go all the time. I'm going to give out my comp right here just because I think it fits him so well. He's a bigger Budda Baker. Like, he plays like Budda Baker. One thing that I have a con with that I think a lot of teams are going to wind up, fucking him over on, he can't play deep safety. And we don't know if he can because he never did it. Like,
I'm going to go with no, he can't play it. That's why he's at 4. So, my comp, just so you know, is rich man Xavier McKinney, poor man's Minka.
I don't think he's anywhere close to Minka.
That's why he's poor man's. So, he ran a 4.58. And I'm not always the guy who's like, 40, he's not fast. There's a reason they were like, I put in my notes, he's not Earl Thomas. You don't put him in the middle, the back end and say,
no way.
With the ball's on the left sideline, go get it. If it's on there, he'll never make it. He's not that fast. But he doesn't have to be. I think he's quicker in short areas.
Yes.
This is a guy who can play slot corner for you in a couple of situations.
And I would even say this. I will be hard on him on this count. I don't think he was that good in the slot. Like, I don't think he was like, oh my God, great coverage.
No, he's not amazing at it, but I think he's the type of guy you put, he's going to make plays for you. He's going to tackle well. He's going to cover well. He's going to, to me, when he's playing zone, he really feels it out. He's like, oh, I see this guy. Oh, I got him. He knows where everything's happening. Yeah. He has no weakness to me, but he doesn't have anything. I'm like, holy shit. I've never seen a safety tackle I've never seen a safety that good in coverage. He's a jack of all trades, master of none.
One guy that I really wanted to compare him to is just he doesn't fit the size, and I don't think he has elite traits like that, but similar in the way that the team uses him, Derwin James. I know the Chargers played him everywhere last year, but I would say about 2 years ago, all they did was just like play near the line, be near the ball, kind of like Jamal Adams on a certain case. And maybe Jamal Adams is a better comparison because
I get the
Brian Branch can rush the passer, Jamal Adams.
And so, well, no one's that good as an edge, but what you said about Derwin, it's like sometimes you watch the Chargers and you're like, why is Derwin guarding Cooper Kupp and man?
Right.
And gets burnt. Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
I could see a team being like, Brian Branch, I need you to go cover Hollywood Brown for a couple plays. Like, why are we asking him? And then he looks bad, but it's not his fault. It's like, this isn't what he's made to do.
See ball, get ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Closer to the line of scrimmage, the better results you're going to get with Brian Branch. That's why I have him at 3. And I really hope whoever gets him, whatever the fucking team is, please just play this guy near the line of scrimmage. Don't play him in like your Cam Chancellor guy, like covering sometimes on the outside. Like, I want him literally as like a fucking linebacker. Like, put him on the outside, put him in the middle, put him everywhere near the line of scrimmage. Fuck with them because he is a fucking menace, bro. He's everywhere. He's fucking everywhere on tape.
Okay. That's a good case. I'm going to make mine for Kelee Ringo. This is the biggest corner. This isn't the biggest corner.
He could be a safety.
This guy could be a safety. He's 6'2", 207, 4.36 speed. He was a track star in high school. We all remember him from picking off Bryce Young in the national championship game, running it back.
Yeah, 5-star athlete. He was highly touted.
You're going to get a rare size and weight for a corner. This is a big corner. You're going to get a lot of physicality. He's not afraid to get up in a receiver's face and play press bail.
Yes.
I will say this. He got really good recovery speed, but he can get grabby. He's going to sometimes be like, ooh, I'm a little scared of my positioning. Yeah, he got cooked by Marvin Harrison. You know who else got cooked? A.J. Terrell by Jamar Chase. And yeah, it wasn't necessarily the same because A.J. Terrell was like in the hip pocket. Yeah, he got a little burnt on him, but Marvin Harrison's a freak of nature. I'm not going to let that discourage me from drafting this guy. He got good ball skills. The big con, and I'm sure you're going to say this too, he's stiff. He can be a little stiff. If he has to guard the elite little jitterbug guys and it's not straight line, you're a little worried.
It's not going to happen.
So is there techniques to do to change that? Yeah, there are some. Maybe you do some stretches, whatever bullshit you have to do. But I don't think he's got the natural just flexibility that guys like Christian Gonzalez have, Devon Witherspoon. But this guy can get in the face of a DK Metcalf, shove him, and run back with him. That's rare for him. I think he's really good in zone because Florida played a lot of zone. I don't know if you noticed. Mm-hmm. So it kind of makes me question the man ability, but I've seen enough of it to think it's good, not great. To me, player comp, he reminded me of Marlon Humphrey coming out in the sense people were like, that guy's really grabby, kind of stiff. But Marlon Humphrey, when he's on, we're like, this guy doesn't get beat.
Yeah, one of the best corners
and the tackling, there's a play against Marvin Harrison where he got beat, chased him down, and socked the ball out. Mm-hmm. That's really what reminded me of Marlon Humphrey. Could he play safety? I think he could too. Yeah, could play safety. He's big as shit.
Yeah, this is why everyone's fucking drooling over for a corner.
Where's Georgia recruit? They're like, hey, you run 4.4? Come on, we'll get you.
Fuck it.
Lewis Son. This guy's like in a race with Nolan Smith.
Yeah, he is fast, man. But look, dude, I know I'm gonna say some of these cons, and
you like him though. He's your fourth guy.
I do, but
there's a con. There's like
there's a very specific way you're gonna have to play this guy. You put him on an island, he is not gonna do good. He is just not. He's not. Let's just be real. And I think he belongs in a cover 3 system. Let him run a fucking deep third and get that side of the
He's got a good feel for zone. There's a play against, I can't remember who, but he's guarding the running back in the flat, and the guy's coming over, and he just instinctively runs back and like knocks up the ball. So, yeah, he's scheme specific. If he ended up being a shutdown, like lockdown corner, man to man, I'd be a little surprised. Yeah. I think he can do that against Mike Evans, guys like that.
Bigger, Mike Evans,
DeAndre Hopkins. This guy is made for them.
Oh, yes.
Tyreek Hill, no, not made for that.
Yeah. Cover 3 guy, like I said, but look, I think he gets lost on some scramble drills. He kind of loses where he's going.
Like C.J. Stroud got him, but again, he's like right on Marvin Harrison's butt.
Anticipates a step slow. I don't really like that. I know you said the ball skills are good, but I think they're kind of questionable at times. But at the end of the day, he has great size. He has great speed, obviously.
Good tackler.
Yeah, good tackler. And for me, my comp for him was I couldn't really think of one because I don't think he's Richard Sherman because he's a Blazer.
No, yeah, because that's why I said Marlon Humphrey coming out just because there was a lot of questions about being stiff. But he's bigger than Marlon Humphrey.
I got a guy in Eric Rowe who's a kind of up and down player. I don't think he's nowhere near the speed.
Yeah, Eric Rowe doesn't have the natural talent, but I get what you.
Yeah, but
you could say Paulson and Debo a little bit.
Yeah, it's just crazy because
there's so much talent.
He's such an athlete,
Yeah.
And hopefully he gets it all together. But I put sloppy. Like, he's just sloppy. He's not a technician like Christian Gonzalez.
No.
He's nowhere close.
He's like, I'm going to shove you and you're screwed and I'm going to just run. Yeah.
But is there light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, there is. Absolutely. And that's why I have him on the list. That's why you have him on your list. We both see it. And I understand why somebody would not have him on their list. I completely understand. But 6'2", that runs like that doesn't grow on trees.
No.
It's rare.
Yeah, guy like a Kelee Witherspoon, but he's faster than that guy.
Yeah. It's funny because I got a Kelee Witherspoon for somebody on this list.
Oh, really? Okay. So my number 5 guy was Joey Porter Jr. Let me get into this because Juan was shocked. I'll be honest, guys. I think I'm a little scared about J.C. Horn because didn't make my list. And I remember saying, this guy is so freaking grabby. He'll never be able to play in the NFL. And
on a side note, guys,
Juan was.
I was talking to Max about this before we recorded this. College football is
Sucks.
the absolute worst at calling P. I thought the NFL was bad, but these guys, man, terrible. And I wrote it as a con, but I wanted to erase it. 13 penalties the last 2 years for Joey Porter Jr.
He can get grabby, though.
He can get grabby, but some of them were kind of obnoxious.
So, like Kelee Ringo, he's huge, 6'2", 195 pounds, little lighter, real physical. He wants to get in your face, impose his will. That's his dad. His dad's
his
a
daddy.
linebacker. Yeah, it's good speed. It's not great. It's the biggest question mark about him. Him and Kelee Ringo, you can see one's a burner, one's not even anything close. I think this guy is going to be a nightmare for tight ends, big wide receivers, DeAndre Hopkins, who's another big guy, like Cedric Tillman coming out. That's going to be his game. He's raw in zone. This change of direction, agility's going to be lacking. Like Justin Jefferson's going to cook this guy up, I think. But who doesn't he cook up in a sense? And this guy can tackle. A really good tackler. He might move to safety too one day.
Yeah. Look, point blank with Joey Porter Jr., don't touch this guy in the first round.
I don't think he's a first round pick. High second.
Yeah.
If that's a 4.35, yeah, touch him. But no,
yeah.
I don't.
He needs a lot of work on his game. He has the tools. He has the name to get him drafted early. I think it'll be a big mistake, though. I see him as a high-end number 2 corner in the league.
I agree.
Yeah,
I can see that's the difference between my top 2 guys I see as contenders for best corner in the NFL someday. Yeah. 3 and 4, really good guys, maybe top of the end of number 1s. This guy's a number 2.
Yeah. My comp for him, I had 2 guys. So for the low end, I have Kelee Witherspoon.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. High end.
And my high end, Xavier Rhodes.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a really good one. I like that one. He's a press man corner, but then you worry about, does he have the speed to get back? Because he's got these long ass arms that are made for pressing. Yeah. So if you play press bail, that might be his game.
Let's go ahead and go to.
Does the pedigree scare you at all? I'm sorry, because it's like this kid knows what it takes to be great.
Not really, because
do you think he'll pan out in the NFL? Like he'll be good in the NFL, or you think he'll be like?
You were saying that earlier. Like you feel like a lot of the kids of today of past NFL
these guys
players.
Don't have drinking problems coming out of college. Like these guys don't do coke. Like we don't get those fun guys anymore.
Yeah, but you get a guy that pops into my mind who's a cornerback, Asante Samuel Jr.
But he's good, asshole.
No, but he doesn't even.
He's a Chargers. Get it out of your head.
But he doesn't talk to his dad.
Yeah, but they're. I mean, come on.
They're not that close.
A little close.
They're not that close.
Named him. Same name.
Got his name, but he's not. He kind of doesn't like his dad.
Yeah, but he's good. That fills a fire.
True.
Heals the fire.
True.
All right, give me your number 5 guy.
My number 5 guy is DJ Turner. Okay, and I kind of hate that fucking Chris Sims had him on his list so fucking high. So now I look like a fucking Chris Sims dick rider, but
that's fine. You are.
But definitely not. I found out about this guy from Bleacher Report. I don't know if I read.
You still listen to Bleacher? You still watch Bleacher or read?
No, yeah, read.
You can read?
I can read.
Okay,
most
nice.
definitely. Fucking hate you, man.
I know. What else?
But I think they were making a list of the freaks in the draft, and DJ Turner was on there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? So started watching him.
Okay.
And they called him the Tyreek Hill of cornerbacks. That's how athletic he was.
Boy's pretty athletic. 4.26.
4.26, 5'11", 178 out of Michigan. And my goodness, he really is. He is fucking athletic, man. I don't know if he's Tyreek Hill.
No.
Because Tyreek Hill's jacked.
Yeah, no, this guy he's a munch, but he's fast and quick.
Yeah.
He looks like a really good slot guy.
Short area quickness, great hips. I feel like he was always near the offensive player or ball. It seemed like he was never way out of position. It's not like, oh, here's a comeback. Oh, you're way off the guy. You're like 5 yards back. No, I'm right on his hip, right on his ass. That's how I felt with DJ Turner. Speeding missile when it comes down to tackling. He's a little guy, but he gets his nose dirty, man. I wouldn't say it's Devon Witherspoon like, but it's pretty fucking close.
He reminds me of a guy on the Eagles named Devontae Maddox, who's like
very small,
real fast guy. This guy's going to be a great slot corner.
And Honestly, he doesn't have that many cons, man. It comes down to this: frame, size, and he can get bullied at times because it shows up on film.
Yeah.
Because he is so small, and that is fucking scary. Because in the NFL, like he guards Cooper Kupp, he's getting cooked, absolutely cooked. Anyone that has any
even
type
when
of
he's in
strength.
like good position, it's like, oh, well, let's throw it. You can't. He's open. You're small.
Right.
Yeah.
He reminds me a little bit of the struggles of Amik Robertson on the Raiders, a guy that's really short, very small, but in college his tape was really fucking good. I don't know if he was anywhere close to the athlete that DJ Turner is. That's what's kind of saving him because he is such an athlete. So people are like, fuck it, let's put him in the slot, see what happens. But there's going to be matchup problems with him. Like I said, special athlete, very good technique when it comes down to being a cornerback, though. Like, he's technically sound. I would put him up there with Christian Gonzalez. He's pretty damn good. He knows what the fuck he's doing. And
he's just not 6'2". He's 5'10".
yeah.
5'11", whatever he is.
And same thing with Devon Witherspoon. Slot guy, he's a plug and play. Day one, I think so. It's probably going to take him some work at outside. Maybe a coach is not going to like it. But
He could be a Brandon Boykin who's like, let me play on the outside, but I don't think that's where his bread's going to be buttered in the NFL.
I got a good comparison for him.
Okay.
And it's a guy that has had some struggles, but has had some very good highs in the league. Adoree Jackson, who I loved coming out of USC.
We both did.
Track star, super fast. But what was he?
Just
Frame was small. Munchkin.
The boy's a munch.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. But DJ Turner is such an interesting prospect. I'm so excited to see where he goes and what he does. On the lower end of a guy last year that's kind of similar to him, but I think DJ Turner definitely has like the edge over him. Dax Hill. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Dax Hill.
Yeah, but
it's just he didn't play in as many positions.
Yeah, he couldn't play safety. He's a strictly cover guy. Yeah. He don't have the physicality Dax Hill had. So that wraps up your list, right?
Yes.
So I'll recap mine. Number 1, Christian Gonzalez. 2, Devon Witherspoon. 3, Kelee Ringo. 4, Brian Branch. 5, Joey Porter Jr.
I like it.
What about yours? Tell me yours again.
Devon Witherspoon, 1. 2, Christian Gonzalez. 3, Brian Branch. 4, Kelee Ringo. And 5, DJ Turner. Now, my 6th guy, I really want to talk about him because it was super close.
Well, if you get a 6th guy, I want a 6th guy.
Okay. Cam Smith out of South Carolina, 6'1", 180 pounds. Kind of the same like abilities as DJ Turner, just on a lesser scale, really. Breaking on the ball ability. His stop-start ability is great. Physical corner. One of the games that I love to watch from him. He played Tennessee, and of course Jalen Hyatt was in that game. And he played so off of Jalen Hyatt. Obviously, the coaches were telling him, don't get burned by this guy.
Yeah.
Play off coverage. But he came down and made fucking tackles every single time and put him right on the ground. I loved it. I thought that was very impressive for me. Loves to jump routes, has the ability to have a pick six coming at any time. Now, that can come with its flaws, Marcus Peters you're going to get beat sometimes. On
you're just trying to go for...
Yeah, double move fucking killers with him. And some of the cons, very handsy. 10 flags this year.
Legit flags.
And feet are sluggish at times, wasted steps when it comes down to like him pressing at times. But
yeah, my 6th guy has similar stuff, but it's a little different with him. So I went with Julius Brents from Kansas State. You probably saw him match up with Quentin Johnson all game.
Yeah.
He's 6'2", 6'3", 4'5", 340. So obviously therein lies the problem. He's got super long arms. He's huge, but he's a scheme kind of guy. You can't put him on an island because he doesn't have the deep speed to match up with. Good tackler, really good in zone, has good ball skills, but into transitions and agility he lacks. It's always kind of some wasted steps because he's so big. This guy to me is Rasul Douglas.
What did he run?
4.53.
4.53.
Yeah, he's Rasul Douglas.
Gotcha.
Because, not many corners run 4.53 and are elite. He could be Richard Sherman, but again, you'd have to match him up with the perfect scheme.
Yeah.
I like the kid though.
Cam Smith ran a 4.43, and my comp for him was Byron Murphy Jr.
Ooh, I like that. So Byron Murphy the third technically would be
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
there's other guys too that are like really solid, like that I liked. The guy from A&M, Jalen Johnson, Deontay Banks is solid. Like there's going to be a lot of corners that are playing in the NFL from this draft.
A guy who had some really bad film this year, he got fucking torched by Jordan Addison, Blue Book.
Oh yeah, KU Blue.
Yeah, something like that. From
KU Blue Kelly.
Yeah, KU Blue Kelly. There you go.
Yeah,
from Stanford. Yeah. There you go, Stanford.
That's the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Good football
Kelly
name.
Blue Book.
Kelly Blue Book. Like it.
But he had some good film last year, but this year it was pretty bad. He's another press guy, but a lot of corners in this draft, Max. A guy that I wanted to mention that's on a way lesser scale. He might even go undrafted. He's a guy that I just looked at because probably the most watched college football team that I see is USC, obviously, because in LA. Mekhi Blackman, corner out of USC. I think he has some raw talent to him. USC defense was not good.
No.
At all.
Not at all.
He's not a tackler at all, and I don't think the whole fucking defense is. But their defense had legit talent on them, and I think he was one of them. And I know the defense was bad, so anyone on their defense is kind of getting fucking pushed to the side right now. But I think it's a guy to look at that may go in the 7th round, 6th round, and don't be surprised if he's starting on a team like for Houston or something on the other side of Derek Stingley.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
Is that it for your list?
That's it for mine. Oh, we have some superlatives if you want to get into it.
Yes, sir.
So, who's the best corner in zone?
I'm going to go Devon Witherspoon.
I'm going to second that motion. He's just such a heat-seeking missile, too. Best slot guy?
Devon Witherspoon.
I'm going to go with DJ Turner.
Gotcha.
Best in man?
I'm going to go Christian Gonzalez.
I'm going to match you on that one. Biggest boomer bust?
DJ Turner. We might not even know DJ Turner after this year. That's how he could be for him.
I'm going to go Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah. If he goes in the 1st round, most definitely. There's going to be big eyes on him.
Oh, you know what? Can I change mine to Kelee Ringo?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Kelee Ringo.
You think Kelee goes in the 1st round?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah. Pro ready?
Pro ready. Brian Branch.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that too. Sleeper? Go with Julius Brents.
I'm going to go with Cam Smith, man. I really am. Like, I'm going to be so pissed off with myself if he winds up having a way better career than DJ Turner. I'm like, I fucking knew it. Why did I fall for the fucking speed? You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's all about him being an athlete. That's what did it.
You're always going to fall for the speed.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
That's it, though. That's all I got.
All right.
Good list. I like this. I like that we had, like, similar lists, but we had to, like, had them in different places. So I was like, I'm going to sell you on mine.
So how many of these guys go in the 1st?
Okay.
How many DBs in general?
Gonzalez.
Yep. Lock.
Ringo.
Lock. I don't know about Ringo, but I know Gonzalez.
You asked me a question. Gonzalez, Ringo, Witherspoon,
3,
Branch,
4. I don't think DJ goes.
There's 5. There's someone else who's going to go. I'm going to go with Joey Porter.
Joey Porter?
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I think there's going to be 4. I think DJ Turner might go in the 1st. Someone's going to love his fucking tools and shit. Brian Branch, Gonzalez, and Witherspoon. I think Ringo might miss the 1st round.
No, you're crazy.
You don't think so?
I think you're crazy.
The speed is just like, oh my God. Like
the
DJ
talent's
Turner.
too much. He's good. He's a good football player.
We'll see, man. I'm kind of scared about him, man. And I have him pretty high.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. All right. I think that's going to do it. There's your defensive backs for the 2023 NFL Draft. Make sure to join us for the NFL Draft. We're going to be going live that day, okay, for the 1st round. We'll maybe go 30 minutes before the draft starts, an hour maybe. Who knows?
No, 30 minutes was good.
We will be there though. We will be here. Maybe we have a special guest, maybe not. Maybe go solo dolo. But come join us regardless, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Comment down below. What do you guys think? Maybe there's a lot of Porter fans out there mad at me for not having him on the list. Maybe someone out there is like, how is Ringo not number one? Who knows? Say what you got to say, bro. All right. More comments, the merrier. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We will see you guys next time. We are out. Peace.